Hello, my dear friend. How are you? This is Julia from EB China. Welcome to our live show about e-bikes this afternoon. Okay, so
This is Jenny. Welcome to our live show. As you may know, we are internal a lot of casting and forging company. Normally, we call ourselves at EB China.
yes, EB China not only specialize in high alloy castings and forgings parts, also we specialize in powerful e-bikes. Okay, so this afternoon we'd like to take this opportunity to share more information about our latest models of e-bikes. Okay, so Jenny, so do you know where is EB China located in?
We are located in Wuxi, Jiangsu province, about 150 kilometers far from Shanghai. So most of our alloy castings and forgings are shipped from Shanghai port by sea or from Shanghai Pudong International Airport by air.
Okay, so your e-bikes will be shipped from Shanghai seaport or delivered from Shanghai Pudong International Airport. Okay, so it's very convenient for us to arrange the shipment. Okay, so Jenny, do you know what's the registered capital of EB China?
The registered capital of EB China is 13.14 million Chinese yuan.
Okay, 13.14 million Chinese yuan. Okay, so, the specialized manufacturer of e-bikes, every year we will design many new models, as per our experience, as per the market demand, also as per our customers' requirements. Okay, so as a manufacturer, we have many different important certificates. Okay, so now we'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our important certificates to you. Okay. Okay, so my dear friends, EB China now is looking for the global distributor of our e-bikes in your market. So if you are interested in promoting the e-bikes in your market, we'd like to provide you the technical and commercial support. Okay. So Jenny, what is this certificate about?
It's about the quality management system certificate.
Okay, good. So this system complies with
GBT 1901-2015 ISO 9001-2015 requirements.
Okay, so this certificate is valid for the following scope.
Supply of alloy castings and forgings and also e-bikes.
Yes, also on this quality management system, you can find our
certificate number, certificate date, certificate valid date, date of initial certification. Also, you can find unified social credit code of a certified organization.
Yes, also IAF and CNAS, the two organizations issued this certificate to us. Okay. So you will understand that all our quality of our e-bikes will be followed as our ISO 9001 quality management system. Okay. So Jenny, what's this certificate about?
It's about occupational health and safety management system certificate.
Yes. Also, this system complies with
GBT 4501-2020, ISO 4501-2018 requirements.
Yes, this certificate is valid for the following scope.
Supply of alloy castings and forgings and fats and also e-bikes.
Yes. Also, on this occupational health and safety Management System Certificate, you can find our
certificate number, certificate date, certificate valid date, date of initial certification. Also, you can find our unified social credit code of the certified organization.
Yes, also CNAS, this organization issued this certificate to us. So my dear friends, if you are interested in our powerful e-bikes, please follow our shops on Alibaba, then send us your inquiries. Okay. Jenny, what's this certificate about?
It's about environmental management system certificate.
Okay, so this system complies with
GBT 24001 2015 and 801401 2015 requirements.
Also, this certificate is valid for the following scope.
Supply of alloy castings and forgings and sites and also e-bikes.
Yes, on this environmental management system certificate, you can find our
certificate number, certificate date, certificate valid date, date of initial certification. Also, you can find our unified social credit code of the certified organization.
Okay, good. Also, you will find that IAF and CNAS issued this certificate to us. Okay. Okay, so my dear friends, EB China has three shops on Alibaba. The first one is for customized castings and forgings. The second one is for RTS e-bikes. The third one is for the EB machines. If you have any new inquiries, please send us your inquiry. Also visit our shops. Okay, anytime you are welcome. Okay, so Jenny, what's this about?
It's about a verified supplier certificate.
Okay, so what's the certificate number?
It's 20881155T.
Okay, so every year TUV will come to our factory to make the on-site assessment. Okay. Okay, so my dear friend, EB China is looking for the distributor of e-bikes in your market. Okay, so if you are interested in being our partner, please come to us and to mention your intention. Okay. Okay. So what's this certificate about?
It's about manufacturing excellence innovation award.
Yes, our e-bikes, are with high quality, with all the spare parts are with famous brands, so you can rely on our quality. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, EB China is in Wuxi, China. We have a factory in Wuxi, so with more than 10-year experience. Okay. Okay, so Jenny, what's this about?
It's about Wuxi Commerce, the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, EB China also is the member of Wuxi Commerce Chamber. Okay, so EB China is not just a company. Also, we'd like to take our social responsibility to achieve more benefits to all of our whole society. Okay. So also, EB China is not just focused on the manufacturing, designing, all kinds of e-bikes and for casting and forging parts. We also focus on the research and the development of new e-bikes and new materials. So now, so far, how many patents do we have?
We have 22 patents.
22 patents. So now we also take this opportunity to show you our patents. Yes. Okay. Before that, we also would like to show you our trademarks. Yes, trademarks. Okay. So how many trademarks we have now?
We have 5 trademarks.
We have 5 trademarks. No. Yes, all are here. Yes. Okay. So the first trademark is.
It's about EB casting.
Yes, this is also our another main business, EB casting. If you have any, inquiry about casting parts, please come to us. Okay, the second trademark is for
It's for EB boats.
EB boat. So, my dear friends, if you have, the tensile, high strength, both nuts and washers, please come to us. How about the third one?
It's for EB weld.
EB weld. So if you have any demand about the welding consumable materials such as welding powder, welding wires, and welding rods, please come to us. Okay. How about this one?
It's for 千百科技 in Chinese.
Okay, so the fourth trademark is 千百科技. So it means that we are also a technology company. How about the fifth one?
It's for 千百铸钻 in Chinese.
Because we are a Chinese company, so this is also our main business. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is a computer software copyright registration certificate. So how many certificates we have now?
We have 5 trademarks.
Yeah, we have 5. We have 5 certificates. Okay, so good. Okay, so now. Okay, now it's the time for us to introduce the important patent. It's an invention patent certificate from EB China, because we covered our heat treatment process into this invention patent certificate. Okay, good. Okay, so many copies. So what are there? What are they? Okay, this is all our patents. Totally 13 practical, yes, practical new type patent certificates. Yes, we included our different design, material, and machining process, casting process into our patent application. Okay, so 13 patents. Okay, good. Okay, so Jenny, do you have any more information to share with our friends here? Okay, please.
We are the member of Wuxi in Commerce Chamber. We have been warmly participate in the social activity to take the social responsibility.
Okay, good. Yes, EB China. Yes, EB China is not only an organization, but also we'd like to take more social responsibility. Yes, to achieve more benefits to all our partners, friends here. Okay, so yes, today we have more e-bikes to share with you. So just please looking forward to it. Okay. Okay, so that's all for our company introduction section. So let's welcome the next wonderful live show from our colleague Ethan about our e-bikes. Okay, so just waiting here. Okay, taking a photo together. Okay. So Ethan, are you ready? Okay, thank you. Let's welcome Ethan.
Hello, this is Ethan from EB China. Now I will show you more information about our company. As you know, EB Internal Buildings and Casting and Forging company is not only a company makes produce some castings and forgings. We also makes electric bicycles. And EB electric bicycle is a professional manufacturer of electric bicycles. Have been over 10 years, and we mainly produced electric bicycle with modern management and achieve advanced equipment, and we are rapidly developing, and our factory is one of the first who have the rights of self-import and export in China. And we can produce more than 20,000 pieces of different kinds of electric bicycle per year. And we have been exposed to many countries, including Europe, American, Western Asia, Japan, and so on. We always pay much attention to the quality and the new design, and our technology improves day by day. We have successfully produced many superior products compared with other factories, and some of them with Chinese patents. With better quality.
Hello, Frank. How are you?
And reasonable price. We have many customers.
Yes. Did you watch our live show?
At the same time, Chinese government gave us many guarantees about quality and credit. Now we are developing to make top class electric bicycle with lowest price to our customers. And we warmly welcome all the friends to visit our factory one day. And now I will show you some different models of our electric bicycles. The most different from the electric bicycles and the traditional bicycles due to it have a brushless motor in it, and it's also added lithium batteries to give the power to the brushless motor to make the electric bicycle run more and more faster, so that our electric bicycle have 3 different models, as you see in the screen. It's about 3 different models. The first model is called pedal model, and it means that you just only on foot pedaling when you ride these electric bicycles. So you can ride our electric bicycles on autumn, and autumn have many good days, so that we can go outside to have a cycling with you, friends, and your families. Maybe you can also ride our electric bicycles to have a picnic. Due to our electric bicycle is adjustable, so you can add some things or add different parts, add different light, change different colors of you want. So that back to the models. The most important advantage of the electric bicycle than the traditional ones, due to its brushless motors will give you the power when you are riding or driving on the road, so that you can ride more easily. Even the old also can ride as faster as an adult, so that our electric bicycles is suitable for people of all ages, including children, teenagers, adults, and the old. So that we think our electric bicycles is not only a transportation for you, it will be a member of your families and be a part which could never divide of your daily life. So that we want our electric bicycle will be more and more useful and will give you more help when you on the working days. You can ride or drive our electric bicycles to your office, to your company, to your factories. And in your free time, our electric bicycles will become exercise course. Can help you do some cycling. It will help you keep your hairs, shape your body, make you more stronger. And you can also share with your friends to have a wonderful day when you are free. And back to the different models, the power access models, as it means that the motor will use about 60% power from the lithium batteries, so that it will work when it receives the signal when you ride our electric bicycles for 5 or 10 meters, so that it will receive the signal. After that, it will work. Use 60% of the lithium batteries. So the brushless motor will work, as that will give power to push you ride more faster and more easily, and it can help you take over the bridge with about 12 degrees more easily. As you know, it's very hardly. It's a little difficult when you ride traditional bicycles go across the bridge. But you ride our or drive our electric bicycle, so that the brushless motors will help you to take over the bridge more easily. It will help the old ride or run driving as far as a teenager adult could. So we think our electric bicycles is an important brand all over your life. And the third model, which is called the full power model. In this model, you could ride, but you can choose a better way to driving it. Due to on these models, when you switch the button on the handlebars with turn on, when you turn on it will switch the model from the pedal models to the for electric models, so that it will use 100% power of lithium batteries and give you power to push you driving as fast as you could, like 45 kilometers per hour. So our electric bicycles can run as faster as electric motor. And there are some models I will show you. As you see in the screen is our electric bicycle, which the model is 1612. As you see, there are many standard configurations here. Like these models, which model called the 1612 electric bicycle introductions. The charge is with AC 100 volt to 240 volt with smart charge. Due to different countries have different power standards. In China, commonly people use in daily life is like 240 volts. when we are in daily life when we use. But in different countries have different standards of power, so that the AC 100 volter to 240 volter with smart charge is very important. It will help you to charge our electric bicycle more easily. And the charge time after we test is only about 5 to 8 hours. So when you sleep at night, before you sleep, you just charge the batteries, so that when you wake up, so that the battery will be fully charged. And the inspirator hands. Here are some information about the mechanical components. The foam used as steel. Due to this kind is 40 electric bicycles. It can be folded up when you get on subways. So we in this part, yes, as you see here, in this part, it has a connected part, which connected by steel bars. On these crossbars, it will be strength, because we added the signals of these crossbars. Due to this whole, this crossbars is the most important of the whole form, so that this crossbars is like a bone. It's like a bone of these electric bicycles. And as you see first, our electric bicycles is looked at same as the traditional ones. Due to we hided the batteries, and we hided the brushless motors in the forms, so that you will see our electric bicycle looks very simple, but stable enough for you about your daily use. And as first, it uses double disc brake systems on the crossbars with handlebars. So, and the left handle brake controls both brake and this part with this brake system in the front part, and the right handlebars control the rear part of electric bicycle. Both of these handle brake controls hold the double disc brake systems for the front part and the rear part. And as you see on the crossbars, there are many different buttons here and displayer on it. This is if you want, for example, if this electric bicycle is like human, and the LCD displayer and the buttons on the handlebars is the mind of this as a human's body, as same as this electric bicycle. So this mind, which on the crossbar, is the whole containment systems which control the whole electric bicycles. It will help you choose different models, as I told you before about same models, with the pedal models, power assist models, and the 4 electric models. So this part is like as a human like is a mind of this electric bicycle. It will control all the systems like brake, motor, and change the speed. Due to here up ring there is their rate here, their racket, their ruler here. This their ruler we take the water famous brand which called the Shimano's. It is very famous in all over the world. Due to you can see some fishermen when their fishing bars, most of their speed grills use the directors here. Yes, directors here. It have about 6 speed you can choose. So this is mind like a human as well as these electric bicycles. It also has power systems which you can control the use of the lithium batteries. And the control, as you see here, there is a part which is a refer. When you switch the electric bicycle to the 4 electric models, so that you can switch these referrals so that it will help you to control all the speed of these electric bicycles. Due to when you push it into the end, the motors here will work with all the all the powers, so it will run as fast as you want. And then in fact, it can run less than 25 kilometers. Due to some safety designs, and in some countries, the transportation laws about electric bicycles, its speed is needed to control to make sure the speed is less than 25 kilometers per hour. And all the bodies is used as steel. All this body is used as steel due to if we use the aluminum alloys, although aluminum alloys is hardness enough and more lightly than steel. But this electric bicycle is much smaller than traditional ones. If we want this model 1612 can be taken into the subway. So it's a 40 electric bicycle here. And as you see, the package, the size is about 645 millimeters by 410 millimeters and by 610 millimeters. So this electric bicycle is more smaller than you want. And as you see, the trails are 14-inch with about 1 inch wide. And this terrain, after the test, is stable enough and it can play an important role when you ride or drive out this model on the road or in the subway. And the saddle gets here. All of our electric bicycle is adjustable, so you can change different saddles with different sense of comfortable or more softable as you want. And the ring is also use the alloys. The chair is use a brand called KMC. And all the chainwheel and the chain can be do some special treatment. Due to we want our electric bicycles can ride or drive all the days in a year, including snowy days, rainy days, or snowing days. So that we want our electric bicycle have a more longer survive life of these foam chainwheels and so on. And the rear brake also gets in here. The saddle's brand is called the JST, one of the world famous brand, and will give you a more comfortable experience for you. And this motor is much smaller due to its be heavier design. So from our electric bicycle like this model 1612 will be light enough and can help you finish the questions. Which point from point? When you go on subways, when you go on subway stations, you want to go to your office but only maybe a little far away, about 5 kilometers or 2 kilometers. So you don't want to walk for more than 15-30 minutes. So that you could choose our electric bicycle like this one. When you go to the subway station, just use this part. And by this connect part, you put to 40 and up. And after is 40, the size is half of this electric bicycle. You can message when this connected part will be used, and it will be divided into two parts. On the connected part, the right is the phone part, and the left part is the real part. And when you fold it up, it's only two parts get together. So you will see the total size have a half of the original. So the winners is about 410 millimeters, but the length is only half of 700, only 350 millimeters. And the height is only 600. So you could take electric bicycle when it's folded up with 350 millimeters by 600 millimeters and with 410 millimeters wide to take it to the subway. And back to this whole body of this electric bicycle. I say this whole electric bicycle is like human. When the part on the crossbar is the mind of the body, and the crossbar is the boom of the body, and two trials will be the foot of this body. So I respond yet to be a human. My part is hold the control systems, which control the brake systems with double brake systems. The double handlebars control the front part and the rear part brake systems. And it also uses the reverse gear to control the motor part. And then it will also have a display here. We'll show you more informations. So if you want to ride more faster, it will also be a system of your body to make sure the batteries will use the electric power like 60% when you switch the model to the power assist model, so that it will make you ride or drive more easily. It will give you a better experience about cycling. Maybe it will help your daughter or help your son. Due to this kind of electric bicycle is designed for the people of all ages. Maybe you can adjust the height of the saddle to make it low down, to make sure your daughter or your son can easily to take on it and ride or drive it to a library to have some study, or when to her classmates home to have a party. So we think this small electric bicycle with the model 1612 was a best choice for all over your families. And back some specifications about these electric bicycles. The motor is with about 300 watt real motors, which in the real part here. And this is the important power systems of the electric bicycles. And the batteries is designed to meet the requirement of 300 watts due to with maximum speed less than 25 kilometers per hour. So that our battery is choose the Lithium batteries with 48 volts by 11 ampere hours. So totally this batteries is about more than 500 watt hours. So we think this Lithium batteries is big enough and can help you to have a more different experience when you work. For example, about a weekly work, only about 5 working days, we can only ride our electric bicycles to your office, company, and the factory. And you just only charge for one time a week, so it will help you get more faster and more healthy transportations for you. And after we test the battery with Lithium batteries can be charged for more than 1,000 times. For example, if you charge our batteries twice a week, so that it's about 500 weeks it can be charged. And only 5 weeks it will be a month, so that our Lithium batteries in theory it can work for more than 3 years. But in fact, when the time out, the batteries will be old, so that the life of the batteries will be less and less. So that after we test, our Lithium batteries can help you work fully for 1 year, and it works for 2 years. When it begins the 3rd years, we adjust you to change the Lithium batteries. So we are looking for distributors. So if you are interested, please contact us. And at this moment, please follow our Alibaba International shop. You are always welcome. And back to some specifications here. It also have a 40 volts and a display with LED, so that on this LED display will show you how much left the battery has and how much speed gears you are here. And we have different colors for you to choose. As you see in the screen, there are many different colors, like green, white, and other colors, just as you want. And back to these electric bicycles. From these 3 pictures, you can see many different. So this type is added basket in the front part. Due to if you drive our electric bicycle in your schools, maybe you have some books or something you need to take, or for example on a holiday or on your free time on your weekends, you want to go outside to have a picnic with your friends or your families. You can just put all things in the basket and have cycle links to enjoy the views of the road when you will see it. And back these models 1612. And in the front part, it also have a light systems. It also be controlled by the crossbars or the control systems, so that the crossbars part is like human mind. So it will control all things or what is electric. So this part is very important. and we want our electric bicycle more stable. So we use the steel, stainless steel as its bodies. Maybe it will be much heavier than the aluminum forms, but after we test, the network just only 25 kilograms, and it will be very stable enough when you ride or drive our electric bicycle. And the things in the front of connected part. All the three things have different designs. You choose a crossbar part is very important. So the brake wheels and some electric power wheels was here, as you see, like brake liners here. So it's very outside. It's optional, so that it is very easily to broke. So that we want our brake wheels and power liners for safety, and keep and make sure all our electric bicycles can give you safety use environment, so that we use some tariffs which crosses well brake wheels, as you see, with black type. Special materials to make sure the brake wheels is stable, harness enough, it's not easily to be broken, to make sure the safety when you ride or drive our electric bicycles. And nothing is more important than safety, so we also do other safety designs in these electric bicycles. When you fold it up, just only two tires together in the rear part, so that you need one hand to put it up on these rings, as you see. With special design, this add a small crossbar here to make sure you can carry our electric bicycles on these crossbars. And when, for example, when you right hand control the whole electric bicycles, so that there are two tires on the rear part. So if you are tired, you want to have a rest, don't worry. Most of our electric bicycles have a design. As you see, we design a different part here. Maybe you will not see very clearly, but don't worry. If you are interested in these models 16, 12, please send us your inquiries. We will send you more information and more details about it. You are welcome. And we added a part with make as steel here to make sure it will be put on the ground without the batteries get close to the ground, so that this part will help you support all the electric bicycles when they fold it up. And at the end of the right part, as same as the front part of these electric bicycles, it also have shock systems here. As you see, different models also have the same shock systems. Because this whole electric bicycle is small enough, but we also want it will give you as comfortable as big electric bicycles can give you, so that we choose a better shock systems. Although it will be smaller than the big electric bicycles, but it is also useful enough. When you ride or drive it on the road, there maybe have a big hole in it. Don't worry, these shock systems will help you take over the problems. And with this part of the saddles, both the saddle and the shock systems, we are called the whole shock systems. In these whole shock systems, they will give you a more comfortable feelings when you're driving or riding. So we think our electric bicycles will also give you a better experience to help you get the fun of riding, cycling, and driving. And at the real part, we make the business batteries in the real part. Due to the real part should support about 70% of the whole weight when you ride the electric bicycles. So if we hide our business batteries in the crossbars, the first difficulty is it's not hard to divide it for two batteries in this front part, rear part, and when it's before that will not work together, so it's difficult. So we think that for safety and technology questions, we put the business batteries in the rear part to make sure hold the stable of this electric bicycles. And our electric bicycles is use alloying with aluminum alloys. And then the light is LED front light. As you see in this part. And after we test, when you're in the evenings, we will support about more than 10,000 meter light for you. So it will help you shining the face of the surface of the road to make sure there are not something will be dangerous for your safety. And back to the rear part and these chain wheels. I told you before there is the director in the crossbars to control the speed change of the chain wheels. It's one famous brand called Shimano's, which is in Japan, but it's sold to many countries. We think the Shimano directors will give you a more comfortable experience when you want to ride or drive more faster. So there is a button here. You just push it for one time, and after that the real director will change the chain to another chain wheel. For the small one to the big one, so that usually for one cycle it may be run to more than 3 or 5 cycles, so that you will ride or drive more and more faster. If you are worried about if it runs too fast, I could never can control what can I do on that time. Don't worry, we have a safety design when the brushless motors get signals when your real trails support. It shows that you run too fast. It's more sense safety speed of when you are driving on the road, so that our electric motors will not cut out all the powers, but it will be a process to reduce the use of the business batteries. For example, it will be low down from 100% to about 75%. So that by reduce the power output, to make sure your speed will in a safety control. So that in this safety speed, we think your daughter or your sons will also have a safety run cycling or driving on the road. And back to another part, as you see, of the pedals. Maybe you think this pedal is too small. Maybe we have a big board. don't worry, we can also it can also be discharged, so you can change it to bigger sandals or more small ones. All of the things of our electric bicycles, this can be controlled. This can be adjustable. And our electric bicycles is not only a transportation for your daily life, but we think it will be an important member of your families. It will take over many problems in your families. Maybe the old need to do some exercise outside. So it can use the pedal models to the pedaling ridings by our electric bicycles to keep their hairs, to make them stronger. And just have 3 different models. So if the old feel tired and need time to, they want to have time to relax, don't worry. They can also switch some buttons in the left of the handlebars. There is a buttons with a pattern called M on it. Yes, character M on it. Just click on it for one time, so it will change the model from the pedal models to the power assist models. In these models, when the brushless motor receives the signal from the rail trails. For example, if you have run for you have ride for 1 meters, so that the brushless motor will receive the signal, so that it will use about 60% of the lithium batteries to give you a power when you ride per 2 meters, so that it will help you take over a bridge with 12 degrees. A bridge with 12 degrees is very hardly to just only by riding to take over it. So that we think our electric bicycles on the power system models will help you take over the bridge. And the bridge I have told you is with the front rear double disc brake systems. And the speed gears is with the single speed. And the rear derailleur without derailleurs. The handlebars is also used the alloys. The thing is also used the alloy fundables. And the fork handle it gets. With the developing of the society and the work shipment, we think mobile phone is an important part of our daily life. If we go outside, we need some place to take our mobile phones. So that we think we need to add a phone handle on a crossbar to help you to take your electric bicycle. To take your mobile phones and to make you feel more lightly when you ride or drive our electric bicycles. And the containers load it can be packed about more than 120 units on a 20 feet containers. And if you hide it in 40 feet containers, it can load more than 255. So if you order more, such the cost of the delivery will be much cheaper. And the 6 models, which are 16, 12 electric bicycles, that's only needs $429 unit per unit. It's EXW price. So add in the deliveries and some customer directions. Maybe it will be up to about $500. It's very cheap, and this models is top class electric bicycles. Due to it have different adaptability, it can be taken on upgrade on summer breaks. So this 40 electric bicycles is the main important for its home products due to the connect part. By control the connect part, which will help you to have 40 electric bicycles and so on. And so on. And as the real part of this electric bicycle, as you can see, there is also a real part added here. So you can also add a basket into this part, so that you can change the sections here to make sure to live to here. It also will help you to carry things as you want when you go outside or in abroad. And maybe you are interested about how it could be charged. Due to our electric bicycles, the lithium batteries could be delivered into parts. So you can get out the lithium batteries with the key, as you see here. This key is locked the lithium batteries with the phone. So if you use these keys, it will divide the lithium batteries and the other things out from whole form of electric bicycles. So you can charge the lithium batteries in the home, in the city roads, and so on. And it also has a USB charging home here. It will help you to charge your mobile phone when you go outside. Due to with the technology development, we think if we will go outside, we need to use our mobile phone. But for one situation, if I found that there is no power left, or there will be less than 20% of batteries on my mobile phone, and I need somewhere to charge my mobile phone, but I'm in a countryside or some side without any charging homes, so that you can use your charging liners connected to this charging home, the USB charging home, so that the lithium batteries will also charge your mobile phone with about 25 watts. So it will help your mobile phone charge as fast as the electric battery could. And this is all the information about this kind, the 1612 electric bicycles as you see here. And the next part, I will show you more information about the super famous model we have exposed to the Europeans, to the English, and the Japan, and other countries. These models, which was 1908 electric bicycles. Due to it is exempt and with a smart charge, and it can be charged for less time. Due to the lithium batteries is exempt as batteries with like the model 1612. And it also can be more than 500 watts. It also can big enough for you to go outside, to go to the server office, and so on. And this model is a premier design. Due to we reduce the crossbar here to make the ladies or girls can get on these big electric bicycles more easily. And as you see, this electric bicycles is more bigger than the traditional ones. Due to, as you see, the crossbars is also the mind of all the electrical systems. It also controls the brake systems, front part, rear part, the brushless motor systems, the shock systems, and the power left systems. So the crossbars is connected all the selections about power, speed, lighter, brake, or shock systems. All these 5 systems will be connected on these crossbars. So you will see there are more and more buttons on these electric bicycles. And as you see here, this is a displayer with the LCD displayer here. And this displayer will help you get more information about the speed, how much left about power, and how far you have run. And what's the speed you are riding or you are driving, and what's the directors here you are choose. And there is also a button, as you see, it's a very small button, but it's a control of the model part. For example, you connect for one time, it will charge, it will be switched from the pedal model to the power assist model. So if you click on it for twice, so it will switch to the power assist model to the 4 electric models. And as you see, this electric bicycle, although it is a female use, but it also looks very bigger, it's very reliable, stronger enough, powerful for you to use. Due to this part, it could not take on the bridge due to the resistance, batteries, or other things, and it could not be folded up, so it could not take on the subways. But it is more professional, like a mountain electric bicycle. And yes, and same as the electric models, and I told you like the 1612. They also have all the connected part on these crossbars, control the brake system, shock system, motor system, and as you see, this electric bicycle is more simple than the first time. Due to we want our electric bicycle more beautiful, so that we hide the resistance battery in these parts. So as you see, the color which is like black, That's the new part of this whole electric bicycle. And then as you see, there are many triangle shape, a triangle form here. Which will reduce the cross bars so that it will have some different charge for the stamper for the whole electric bicycles. So that we added many triangle form to make sure hold the stamper of the electric bicycles can as stable as the traditional electric bicycle, and to give you a more comfortable riding experience and so on. And this real regular is also used the brand called Shimano, but it has 7 different speed to choose so that you can run more faster than the first time. So if you think you are run too fast, just there is a reset buttons on the font, the regulars here. Just push it for a time, it will low down speed levels. If you push it into the end, so it will be the original speed levels. And this tire is about 24-inch with 3-inch wide. So this tire, both two big tires, will give you a more stable riding experience, and will give you more fun and more interesting you get from it. And it will very, very beautiful. And we think if you ride our electric bicycle, will also be a superstar on the road. So if you are interested in our electric bicycles, please send us inquiries about the models, the qualities, and the location, the address where you are, so that we will give you a correct price for you. This is also my introduction about the use about our electric bicycle. So let's welcome my colleague partner to introduce another model's application, like the charge, the batteries, the motors, and so on.
Okay, so my dear friends, so thanks for watching. Just now Ethan, introduced our popular e-bikes to all of you. Just now, our customer and the good friends, Frank and Mark from South Africa, to call us just to inquire about our e-bikes. Okay, so my dear friends, if you have any questions or any interest in our new e-bikes, please come to us. You are always welcome. Also, EB China now is looking for the distributor in your local market. So if you have any intention of being our partner in your market, please also come to us. You are always welcome. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so let's welcome the next wonderful live show from my colleague. Okay. Yes, they will introduce more models of our e-bikes. Okay, let's look forward to them. Okay, welcome.
Hello, this is Yona from EB China. This is Olivia from EB China. We will introduce the model 1526 to you. So Olivia, could you tell me the charger of the model? This bike's charger is AC 100 volt to 240 volt with smart charge.
How about the charging time of the model?
It only need 4 to 6 hours.
It's very short, so we need to charge in time.
Yes.
So, what's the motor of the model?
Option.
What's the motor of the model 1526?
Its motor is brushless 250.
How about the battery of the model?
Battery is lead battery 36 volt and 10 Ah. Lead battery is a very common battery and are used in different kinds of e-bikes.
Yes, lead battery is very common, but it is very widespread used in the world. So next, how about the sensor type of the model?
It's a speed sensor.
Yes, we can control the speed by use the machine in the handlebar. So next we will introduce the machine components about the model. What's the frame of the model, Olivia?
It's aluminum alloy. Many bikes in our company use this frame. It's a very common but very excellent frame in every bike.
Yes, aluminum alloy is very firm, and the use of the knife can last a very long time. So how about the trials about the model?
Its tires is 28 inch and 1-5 or 8. It's very small tire, but it can, although you are an adult or a teenager, it can also take off.
Yes. Although its tire is very short, but the feeling of the driving is very convenient. So how about the rim about the model?
Its rim is alloy double wall.
What's the chain and the chain wheel made of?
Its chain is KMC and its chain wheel is also alloy.
Does the model have the rear rack?
Yes, many bikes have no rear rack, but this model bike has a rear rack, which is also is different from other bikes.
Yes, its rear rack can help us riding the vehicle more conveniently and can be better to the feeling of driving. So how about what's the saddle middle?
Its saddle is made of Taiwan wood.
Yes, the saddle of the model is very modern and if you drive the back, you can feel it's very convenient and cool. So next, how about the climbing capsule?
It's climbing.
How about the flat fork?
Its front fork is Taiwan SR user special fork. It has two front fork, and every fork has its special characteristic. So you can choose the front fork what you like.
Yes, its front fork is made of Taiwan SR some tool suspension fork, and it is very flexible. If you have dangerous when you drive it, the front fork can reflect in time. How about the brake?
Its brake has two handles. One is the FRV brake, and the second is the RRV brake. So you can choose these two types of brake what you want, and when you are riding in the road, you can control it according your speed.
Yes, both of the brakes are very flexible. If you have an emergency, the brake can reflect in time. So next, how about the speed gear?
Its speed gears is Shimano 7-speed, and its rear derailleur is also the Shimano 7-speed. Shimano is a famous e-bikes brand, and if you are fans of Shimano, you can choose our e-bikes.
Yes, Shimano is famous for its speed, and it is widely used in the world. How about the handlebar?
Its handlebar is as same as the stem is made of alloy.
Yes, the alloy handlebar is very convenient. So next we will introduce the packing information to you. How about the net weight of the model?
It's 25 kilogram, so it can take on an adult or a teenager.
Yes, it is a little heavy. And how about the gross weight?
It's 30 kilogram.
What's the carton size of the model?
It's 1,480 and 290 and 915 with 75% packing.
What's the container load of the model?
It's 7 units or 20 FT, 116 units or 40 FT. It has two container load. So
Yes, the container load is very have enough space for you to load. So, how about the max speed of the model?
it's less than or equal to 25 kilometer. So if you are an office worker or a student and are hurrying to school or office, you can choose this bike.
Yes, the bike can when we go to school or go to office, this bike is very convenient for us. How about the max load of the model?
Its max load is 150 kilogram. So even it has very little tires, but its load um, is very heavy. So although you are an adult or teenager, or even children, it can also take on.
Yes. Last, so how about the distance approach charge of the model?
It's more than or equal to 25 kilometer.
So if you are interested in our products, please follow us.
And next, we will introduce another model e-bikes to you. Its model is 2001. And so, Yuna, how about its charger?
Its charger is AC 100 watt to 2240 watt smart charge.
Yes, its charger is as same as the model 1526. And how about its motor?
Its motor is a brushless 250W rear motor. It's very brushless.
Yes, this bike's model added a real motor in its motor, so it can change its inner energy. So how about its charging time?
Its charging time is 2 to 5 hours. The time is less than the model 1526.
Yes, it only needs 2 to 5 hours to charging fully. So if you are in hurry to a place, you can choose this bike. And how about its battery?
Its battery is the lead battery 36 volt, 7.8 Ah or 10.4 Ah.
Its AH is less than the model 1526, but is added two type of AH, so it is very convenient. And how it has throttle.
Yes, it has throttle.
And throttle is also optional. So if you like this bike, you can choose it. And how about its fork?
Its fork is straight.
And then we will introduce these bike's functional components. First, we will discuss with its frame. So how about its frame?
Its frame is aluminum alloy. It's the same as the model 1526.
Yes, aluminum alloy is very widely used all around the world. So it's very
Yes, we can see the frame everywhere in the bike.
how about its display?
Its display is LED. We can see the speed and any other information in the LED.
Yes, if this bike has little charge, you can charge it on time, and you can when you ride this bike in the road you can check its charge battery in time. So how about its tires?
Its tires is 8.5 inch. It is very small, but the feeling of driving the bike is very cool.
Yes, so that it's foldable.
Yes, it can fold.
Yes, this bike can foldable, and it has very little tires, so it can fold it in a subway or at your home. It is very convenient for your life and daily use. So if you like this bike, you can contact us.
Yes, when we go back to the home or home, we can fold it to our home and charge it.
And how about this rain?
Its rim is alloy too.
And what about its brake?
Its brake is electromagnetic brake and mechanical brake. It's very you can have two choice. And the brake is also very flexible. If you have any emergency when you're driving, the brake can reflect in time and keep your safety.
Yes, the riding bike is a very common and green transportation. It can keep you healthy and keep the environment clean. And in winter we can riding bike is can keep our home. But it has chain and chain wheel.
This model has no chain and or chain wheels. It is an electronic bike, so we don't need to use the chain and the chain wheel.
Yes, it is very convenient and advanced. But it has a rear rack and a saddle.
This model has no rear rack and saddles. It is an electronic bike, so we don't need use saddles to drive the bike. It only use the handlebars to drive the bike.
Yes, this bike is very special and not common to see this bike. It's very convenient and advanced.
Yes.
That it have brake lever.
It has no brake lever.
And how about its handlebar?
Its handlebar is alloy foldable.
How about its waterproof?
Its waterproof is very normal, but it is very good.
Yes, this bike has waterproof. So if you are riding it in the road and suddenly have a rain, you can keep insure yourself.
Yes, it cannot hurt your back.
How about its net weight?
Its net weight is 12 kilograms. It is very, the weight is very
Very little.
little. So we can, so when it falls, we can take it anywhere.
How about its size when it unfolded?
When it unfolded, the size is 1054 and 436 and 1150 mm.
Yes, when it is unfolded, the size is little big. So when it folded, how about its size?
When it folded, the size is 1054 and 436 and 480 mm. When it folded, the space is very small.
Yes, when it folded, the size is changeable. So we can fold it and put it at our home, and we can charge it on time, and also we can ride it at home, and it can keep our healthy. And how about its max speed?
Its max speed is less than 25 kilometers, so it is enough for us to drive the bus, go to school, or go to the office.
How about its max load?
The max load is 120 kilograms, and it is less than the model 1526.
Yes, but it's enough for daily use.
Yes.
How about its distance per charge?
Its distance per charge is more than 25 kilometers. It is also the less than the model 1526.
And we are looking for a local distributor all around the world. So if you are interested, you can please contact us on time. And that's all for this bike's introduction. Let's welcome. So welcome our colleague. Hannah.
And the king.
Hello, this is Tim from EB China.
Hello everyone, this is Hannah from EB China. Let us introduce the model of 1801.
Now I have a many questions to ask Hannah.
Okay.
What's the e-bike charge?
The charger is AC 100 watt to
The time is NC. What?
Is 100 model to 214. Next, let me ask you about the model of the model.
The model is brushless 350 watt real motor. And do you know the charging time?
The charging time is 4 to 6 hours.
Yes. And what about the battery?
The battery is not of the model is please the battery 36 watt and 10 Ah.
Do you know the e-bike's router?
The router is optional.
Yes. What's the sensor type?
And the sensor type is a speed sensor.
Yes. Now let us to show you the medical components. What's the frame?
The frame is aluminum alloy.
Yes. What's the football?
The football is football. Yes.
Do you know the types?
The frame is 20 inch.
Yes. And what about the climate capacity?
The climate capacity is about 12 degrees.
Yes. Do you know the materials of rime? Rim?
The rim is alloy.
Yes. And how about the brake?
Brake is FR bottle brake or RR bottle brake.
Yes. Do you know the rear rack?
Rear rack is alloy too, and the chain wheel is alloy too.
Yes. Do you know the front fork?
Front fork is steel strike fork.
Yes. And what's the materials of handlebar?
The handlebar is alloy.
Yes. Our e-bike is very great.
Yes.
Do you know the seat?
The stem is alloy foldable.
Yes. And let us show you the e-bike's performance. Do you know our e-bike net weight?
The neck weight is about 18 kilograms.
Yes. And how about the max speed?
The next speed is less than 25 kilometers.
Yes, it's very fast than other e-bikes.
Yes.
How about the cushion size?
The cushion size is 990 and 470 and 760.
Do you know the max load?
The next log is 100 kilograms.
Yes. And how about the carton load?
The container load is 110 units or 20 ft and 230 units.
Yes. And the last question is, I will ask you the distance per charge.
The distance per charge is more than 14 kilometers.
Yes. And we can use the e-bike to everywhere.
Yes. And this is a picture of this model of our e-bikes. Do you like this color?
Yes, I'm very like. Now I will introduce the next e-bikes. 1803 electroclassical introduction. Now, Hannah, I have a question to ask you. What's the charger?
The charger is AC 100 volts.
200.
Yes, 240 volts smart charger.
Yes. How about the motor?
The motor is brushless 315 volts real motor.
Yes. Do you know the charging time?
Charging time is 2 to 5 hours.
Yes, we take our less time to do other things.
Yes.
How about the battery?
The battery is lithium battery 36 volts and 7.8 Ah.
Yes. I see the throttle is the same as the
Yes, it is optional.
Yes. What's the sensor type?
And the sensor type is the speed sensor.
Yes.
Now let me ask you about this model. Could you introduce the mechanical components to us?
Yes, it's composed with frame, ring, chain wheel, brake, speed gears, handlebar, steel.
Could you give us specific information of these components?
Yes,
How about the frame?
the frame is the materials of aluminum alloy.
How about the ring?
The ring is alloy too.
How about the chain and chain wheel?
The chain wheel is KMC, and the chain wheel is alloy too.
What about the device?
The size is 20 inch.
How about the sandal?
The sandal is GST.
Could this model real wreck?
Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
Let me ask you about the speed gears on this model.
Yes. The speed gears is Shimano 6 speed.
The real derailleur is Shimano 6 speed too.
Yes.
Now how about the handlebar?
The handlebar is alloy, and the stem is alloy too. Now I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
Do you like ride bike?
Yes, I do.
types of e-bikes do you like?
I like the model of us of about Prime X01. Just now introduced.
Oh. Do you know the e-bike has some advantage?
It's very convenient for us.
Yes, we can ride the e-bike very well, like a part of the package.
Yes. And next, how about the performance of this model?
The performance include the net weight, max speed, cut size, max load, and container load, and the distance per charge.
Could you tell us the net weight of this model?
The net weight is 18.5 kilograms.
How about the cushion size?
The cushion size is 900 multiplied 470 multiplied 760.
Now how about the container load?
The container load is 110 units, 20 ft, 230 units, 40 ft.
How about the max speed of this e-bike?
The max speed is less than 30 kilometers. It's very fast.
How about the max load of this e-bike?
The max load is 100 kilograms.
And the last question, how about the distance per time?
The distance per charge is more than 40 kilometers.
Okay, let us watch the picture of this model.
This model is my favorite. Do you like this model?
I like the model. But they have the side load too.
Yes.
This model welcome our colleague to introduce.
If you have interest in our products, you can contact with us.
Thank you.
一共要说到几点啊？
Hi, this is Carmen from English China. Next, I will ask some questions to my colleague. First, how much does the car weigh?
The following electric bicycle you choose belongs to the high-end customized series in Europe and America. After 50 years of continuous improvement our engineers have now achieved about 12 to 15 kilograms. The average lady can pick it up with one hand without a problem.
Number two, what is the frame made of?
Our freight material is very light and very strong. Aluminum alloy 6K61 series will not rust. Okay. What is a battery? How many years will it last?
The battery is a lithium iron battery with one to their cycles. At least to explain further, the cycles represent the normal working life of the battery. Each charge is a cycle, assuming that you charge once a day. Its working life is 1 to 0 days. At the end of its working life, the battery still has about 65% capacity. Of course, you can still use it, but it is recommended to replace it because at this time the power of the battery will show the total power, which will bring convenience to your work and life.
Next, what if the battery runs out? Where can I get one?
Please contact us to buy repair parts when the battery is used up. The cost of purchase is very cheap, and we will give professional for treatment to all the customers.
How long does it take to charge? How many kilometers on a single charge?
It can be fully charged in 4 to 6 hours. It can run about 45 kilometers with full power and about 80 kilometers with full handle power. How long does it take to charge? How many kilometers? What is the maximum speed?
Different countries have different requirements. By default, our factory maximum speed is 25 kilometers per hour, which is European standard. If there is special requirements, please let us know when you place the order. Generally, if the factory settings are changed, the minimum order quantity is 50 sets.
Can it be thrown into the trunk, into the elevator, into the subway?
After boarding, it can be put in the trunk, can enter the elevator. Whether or not to take the subway depends on the local traffic management requirements and decided. For example, in China, where I live, we allow electric bikes and scooters to be boarded and brought into the subway. This is our discount policy in September. It's in the chart. We are looking for your local distributor. If you are interested, please contact us.
You can contact us and we will help you to solve your question. See you next week. See you next week. Thank you for your watching.
主要就是因为在很上面，大概是87多那块，广东花这样的话大概是300块钱，对吧？有397，对吧？397，然后它的话印象不一样，就是劣势。